Hey, Jon Batiste, it's Men's Health.
Hey, Men's Health. Want to see my gym and friends? Come on, let's go.
All right, let's see that fridge.
Say so. There it is, you see? That's what's in there.
What staples do you always keep in there?
Mainly, I like to hydrate coconut water. As you can see here, we got this. This is like basically the saving grace of any set or any performance or anything that I'm doing. The kimchi, the avocado, remove the plastic first. This is a staple for any kind of healthy people out there. Some peppers. It's a very healthy and very tasty hot sauce in the spirit of bringing my childhood to my life today in a healthy fashion. You make your own hot sauce. I like to have some sort of non-dairy yogurt or some sort of kefir. Today we got sheep's milk yogurt right here. Yogurt with berries and honey. It's a good thing to set your stomach off in the morning. Get yourself settled on a nice baseline.
What's your diet mainly consist of? Since
I was 17, I got more and more busy, so I had to figure out stuff to eat. I like to have things that just settle my stomach and help me to move. I'm always on the move, so whether it's rice or whether it's pasta, any kind of carbohydrates like that as the base of a meal, I'm into that.
What's the weirdest diet you've tried?
The weirdest diet is probably the diet I grew up on. In New Orleans, you got foods that you wouldn't have prepared in the same way anywhere else in the world.
You still eat your favorites from New Orleans?
There are New Orleans foods that I cook and I make new versions of, healthier versions of it. Remind me of home, remind me of childhood, but you change things, whether it's brown rice and the red beans and rice, or instead of using sausages, you use some kind of other form of protein. Creates a sense of nostalgia and home, but it's also fits my lifestyle now better.
How has New York influenced your diet?
New York is incredible because there's every single kind of food that you can imagine you want. Really, that's what I learned from New York, is the finding of combinations that you would never think come together. And that's a beautiful thing. And also there's a lot of healthy restaurants around here. Part of that subway, taxi, constant motion lifestyle. On the go, we can still be healthy and vibing out and get the shake.
What do you normally have for breakfast?
We can go over here and just look at a spread. That's a nice vibe of a spread of an energy, of a vibe. You see the energy of the vibe of the spread.
Yeah, the spread's vibe does have great energy.
You got a 5 a.m., 6 a.m. call time and you've been in the studio all night and you want something that's sturdy and it's going to set you off in the right direction. Grab you some coconut water and some overnight oats in a mason jar. You got breakfast in 2 minutes and then you gone and you solid until lunchtime. Bang for the buck, baby. Come on. You'll get a lot from this food.
Looks like a lot of vegan options here.
I'm not so strictly vegan, but I find that for the things that work with my body, it tends to fall in that category. This is raw vegan pizza, the shiitake mushrooms, the onions, and on top of it, you see that sprinkle of hemp seed. Now the hemp seed is something that you can really take into anything that you're doing. Sprinkle it on your rice, sprinkle it on your pizza, you can sprinkle it in your smoothie, you can sprinkle it in these different ways and get so much impact from it.
Do you have a favorite protein?
Turkey, bacon, go-to protein. I like that because it's not bacon, but it gives you the sensation. Yeah.
What's your go-to comfort food?
Ooh. See this? This apple tart situation. When you grow up and you like apple pies and any kind of sweet, and you get a version of it that's, a vegan and still tasty version, which I didn't think was possible. I like that a lot.
This spread seems professional. Do you cook?
I like to cook, I really do. I don't have as much time to cook. That's why, you have experts to come in and help. But if I had my druthers, I would cook all the time. It's one of those things that gives me a sense of therapy and self-care. I'm thinking about how I'm doing my body or feeding my family. And I just like that practice.
Well, if we're talking about practice, should we go to your gym?
Well, you know what? It's that time of day. Wonderful food is great, but it's time to hit the workout. Let's go to the gym. So here we are on the beach. One of my favorite workouts happens on the beach. It's the toughest, but you know what? It's good for you.
This is definitely the most spacious gym we've seen. How often do you work out?
I like to work out before I go on tour. I like to stay in the cardio zone throughout the rest of the year, you know. That means every time that I'm going on stage, I won't run out of breath and I can give it my all.
What inspired you to get fit?
Want to give the best to the people is what really inspires me to get fit. You know, just staying in the zone of wanting to share what it is that I do requires me to give my body and my soul. So when I'm giving it, I want it to be right.
Do you have a workout partner?
Yeah, Jacob Hirschman, who came to a show about 12 years ago, is the person who I work out with the most. It's sporadic, but we do it. And when we do it, it's very intense, especially, you know, before tour. Sometimes he'll even come on the road. It sucks, but it's great.
Do you prep differently on tour?
The rest of the year is just, you know, getting the body to function, maintaining your body so that you don't fall out of shape. But tour prep is like going into an athletic zone. Sometimes you're doing that prep while you're on the tour if it's long enough and you're continuing. So it's like you're in an NBA season or something.
What's your workout routine look like when you're recording a new album?
In the studio, it's mostly stretches and being loose, being free, letting the energy flow, letting your chi be warm and letting it come through you. One of my favorite exercises actually is a yoga sequence where you're stretching your entire body from the top all the way down, opens the legs and hamstrings. Sometimes I'll go into a plank, which is another one of my favorite exercises of all time. And you hold this just before you go on stage and you start doing your warm-ups like that. Activate the core and you're right on point.
What exercise do you hate?
It's the beach workout, the medicine ball. I hate it. It's the worst thing, but it's like it's the best way to stay true. There's a slant on the beach and there's, you know, it really is real. There's a lot of resistance. It's like life. It's a lot of resistance, a lot of pushback, but you know, that's why I like it.
After all your success, what keeps you motivated?
I think motivation comes just from wanting to be better, push yourself, wanting to be in shape for tour, and also for the haters.
Haters gonna hate. What are your current fitness goals?
Current fitness goal, just to be ready to do 2 and 3 hour shows, singing and dancing where I'm not tired and where I can give it 100% the whole time.
What do you listen to when you work out?
It depends on the vibe. Like some days it's intense, other days you just want to cool it. It's all about knowing where you're at and curating the playlist accordingly.
Do you have any tattoos?
Oh no, I don't have any tattoos, although I thought about it, but that's not everybody's palette is not a tattoo palette. It's not my palette.
Jon, I hope rapid fire questions are your palette.
Under the boardwalk.
Workout time, 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.?
7 p.m.
Squat or deadlift?
Squat.
Favorite song on your workout playlist?
Rain dance.
CrossFit, yay or nay?
Yay.
Pull-ups or chin-ups?
Pull-ups.
Dumbbells or kettlebells?
Dumbbells.
Run on the treadmill or the great outdoors?
Outside.
Cardio or weights?
Cardio.
Big legs or big arms?
Legs, baby.
Biggest compliment, jacked, ripped, swole, or cut?
Cut up.
If you could work out with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
David Goggins. He pushes it all the way to the limit. All right, y'all, get out of here. We did what we had to do today. Whatever you do when you put in work, it's a good day. Nah, go home.